Okay, hi guys. Welcome to Ignite India. For the people who don't know me, my name is Rimchim. I have been teaching from Ignite India for past 5 years. I have graduated from NIFT Bangalore in the batch of 2012, and I have done lifestyle, accessory, and product design from NIFT. My forte basically is UI UX designing and content writing and styling. So I'll be taking your class today. The topic for today is trophy and memento design. But before I start the session, since we have a lot of new students, we are going to repeat few things that is very necessary when you are giving NIFT situation test. So the first question, if anyone can just unmute and answer me, how many marks is of NIFT situation test and what's its percent? Anyone?
100 marks and 20 marks percentage.
Very good. So yes, it's of 100 marks paper, 20%, and it's a 2-hour paper. And this exam will happen at the closest center of NIFT for you. The dates will be getting announced soon. And the 50 marks of CAT and the 30 marks of GAT, that paper that you have given has already been checked, and which that will be added to this. So basically 20% becomes very important because it can make your rank, it can break your rank. So suppose you have done a previous very good, if you have performed, or very bad you have performed, it doesn't matter now because this will start again. So make sure that out of 20% you get 18 or 19, because half of the students are marked as average, which means out of 100 they will get 50 or 60. Second important thing that I'm going to tell you is there is no re-evaluation of NIFT situation test, which means once your things are evaluated, they are thrown out. So you cannot go back and say, oh, I did so much and why I got less marks. So it will not be re-evaluated. It's done, it's done. First thing is the types of tools you can carry inside. Please make a note because you cannot carry anything outside from this. If you are watching YouTube videos where they are using quilling tool, precision knife, cutting mat, these three things are not allowed if NIFT situation test exams. You will be disqualified if you use them, or by hiding, if you take them inside, you will be thrown out of the exam. No DST, nothing. The 5 things that you can take inside are a Fevicol, a paper cutter, a scissor, a scale, pencil, or rubber, whatever. That's it. You cannot use any other kind of scissor, which means you cannot use a cutting scissors which has triangular marks. You cannot use a knife, you cannot use a quilling tool, any kind of things. A simple scissor, a simple paper cutter, a pencil or a pen for doing your sketch and write up, and your scale, and Fevicol. That's it. No kind of Feviquick, no kind of extra adhesive like tape, stapler, double tapes can be used. Am I clear? Yes or no? You can write in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you, Harnoor, for answering people's question here on the chat. So we are clear with the materials. You can only take these 5 things inside. The rest of the materials will be provided to you by the center. And that materials can be anything from aluminium foil to clay, to color papers, to thermocol, to scrap material, to plastic, to ribbons, thermocol balls, anything that they choose. So you need to understand that whichever material is given to you, you use it appropriately. It's not necessary to use all the material if it's not needed. We are not in first or second class that we are giving a craft exam. This is a design entrance exam. So make sure that is clear for you all. It's an exam that will check your innovation, your design ideas, how you are making things which are socially and environmentally sustainable. And fourth, your skill, which means have you used paper texture, have you done quilling, have you done cardboard ko how differently can you use, how differently can you use a wire. So these things are checked. It doesn't matter how beautiful your product looks at the end, if it doesn't satisfies the customer, satisfies the question need, you will be getting average marking. The last and the most important thing, which you should write down and keep in mind, you cannot write from pen, pencil, colors or sketch pen on the model. You will be disqualified or you will be given an average marking. It is not allowed in situation test. So for example, you want to write thank you, so you cannot write it with sketch pens. You will have to cut it from paper, thank and you, and then put it, or put a symbol like emojis or smileys we use in the phone. So remember, coloring, putting marks, not removing the pencil marks, all these things in exam are not allowed. If there are people whose video you are watching, make sure you understand that it is not allowed in exam to paint, write, draw on this situation test, because the first round of which was called creative ability test has been over, and that was the requirement of the first round, which means you have to write, draw there, not here. Okay. Last thing, you cannot write your name on the model. You cannot write any symbols which are religious on the model. You will be disqualified with the assumption that you are trying to influence the invigilator. So make sure there is nothing written on the model from pen, paper, sketch pen. There are no symbols that represent or are offensive or defensive to any kind of religion. And last thing, there will be a write-up and a concept note, a paper given to you. It has equal marks as the model, so do not take it lightly. Sometimes it happens that the model falls, someone throws your model, maybe at the end it falls, but your write-up or your concept note always stays. You need to write in that what question you have selected, what is your concept, your sketches, and all these things should be present in that write-up, because it keeps an equal importance as your model. So make sure all these things are done. If you have any questions regarding this, you can ask me right now, put it on the chat and I'll answer it before I start the topic. Anyone has any questions regarding what I just said, you can write it in the chat or unmute yourself and ask me instantly. Anyone? No, yes, yes, no, you can write that also in the chat. So I know you all are not sleeping and are in the class. Are praying hands also considered religious? No, they aren't. They are not considered religious. It just depends on the way you use it. So no, praying hands doesn't come in religious symbols. राइट अप में क्या क्या चीजें मेंशन करना होता है? हाय, आपने ये जो भी सवाल पूछा है इसकी सेपरेट क्लास होगी एंड वी विल टेक इट फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर. The basic 4 things in a write-up that you should have is, you mention the question, the topic, what you are making on. Secondly, आपने क्या मटेरियल यूज किया उसमें. थर्ड, आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है. अगर आप एक 4 साल के बच्चे के लिए कोई टॉय बना रहे हैं तो दैट शुड बी मेंशन्ड. क्या इंस्पिरेशन है आपका, इज इट एनिमल्स, इट इज other kind of things you are getting inspired from, वो और sketch. बिना sketch के तो कोई model बन ही नहीं सकता. As a designer you cannot make a model without a sketch. So that is taken by default, that you will do your brainstorming, your concept research, and then make your model. What to do if can we use +1 Fevicol? Yes, any kind of Fevicol. What to do if Fevicol doesn't? Fevicol never works on a cardboard. When you will have more classes of material exploration, you will done it. Cardboard को सिर्फ center से काट के slice करके उसके अंदर fit कर सकते हो, which is like interlacing like this. उसको यहाँ से cut करो and then you can put it inside. Cardboard Fevicol se nahi chipkega. Can we use short forms of spelling? No, you cannot. It's not a texting exam. What to do if Fevicol doesn't work? I answered that for you. Anyone else has any more questions that I can answer before I start the topic? Do we have to erase the rough sketch at the end? No, you do not have to erase the rough sketch at the end. That is what you will do in the write-up. Write-up mein tum sketch karoge. So you need to do the sketching in your write-up, not on the model. A model में अगर pencil lines हैं, अगर तुमने square बनाया है और फिर cut किया है, try to rub it, because that is not neat at all. Ma'am, please explain how to write up. I just told you there are 4 things and a special class will be taken on that. This is the class for memento and trophy. So the things that are important in a write up are: first, you write the question. Bina question likhe 0 marks milega. Second, you need to draw the sketch. You need to write the concept note, which is what you have made, what techniques you have used. Can I take small scissor? Any scissor, but no extra, like, you know, those special scissor that give you triangle cutting set. Can you tell some time management? Okay, I'll answer all these questions at the end. Right now, let's just start our topic, which is for today. Okay. Can everyone see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Memento and trophy design. This is a topic that has come almost every alternate year in NIFT. So we will be doing this today. And we need to understand कि मतलब memento trophy कहाँ use होता है. Unless you understand कि कहाँ use होता है, you won't be able to make. इसका मतलब memento trophy is never a 3D model. Memento. And for anyone else who is scribbling, this might be allowed. I am a host. I record this video. You know, so okay, let's move to the what is it? Anyone can tell me the difference between memento and a trophy? Silence.
Trophy is given to someone who excels in some field.
Yes, Veronica. And memento?
Memento is a sign of appreciation.
Memento
Or
is a
some
sign
gratitude expression.
gratitude. Yes, sign of expression. Correct.
Or as a souvenir.
As
a
a
souvenir.
Yes, correct. Anyone else? Trophy is for winning. Memento is meant for remembrance. Correct, Anurag. Anyone else?
Provide a pleasure kind of a thing. Provide
Sorry, I can't hear you. You need to be a little louder.
I'm saying memento is
providing pleasure or respect to a person younger to you, or trophy is given to actually provide excel to if you are excelling in a field or not.
So you are saying I cannot give a memento to a person who is older to me?
Yes, I told you that a memento is given to provide respect to your elder or a person who is younger to you.
So why elder or younger? That means anyone, right?
Yeah, anyone.
Yes, so there's no point of using elder and younger. Okay, so let's move on. A memento is the reminder of something, especially a past event or time. It most often refers to a keepsake or a souvenir. For example, अगर हम किसी event में participate करते हैं and you know we go as a guest, or you know we call someone, we give them a memento to remember कि you know आप इस event में आए थे और आपने you know has graced us with your presence, or you know this is a reminder that we are giving to you. And it's basically, it comes from the term memento or moment, and it's also spelled as memento, which is memento. So you know you can spell it both ways, and basically it's just a moment or a token or a souvenir to the person so that they remember that this thing happened. For example, 25th anniversary celebration of a college or your family event, or you know, imagine if you're calling someone for an environment save earth you know conference, and you want to give them something. So this is what a memento means like. Whereas we move on to trophy. A trophy is a cup or other decorative object awarded as a prize for a victory or success. So memento और trophy का यही difference है कि trophy is given when you know win or participate in some kind of competition for victory or success, and memento is given for a souvenir. Now let's move to this. So the presently the mementos and trophies that you see around are like this. They are in a form of cup, in a form of badge, in a form of shape that represents that thing. And these are actually designed by designers, which are product designers. They take a lot of effort in doing the sketch, ideation of the concept, and then they are developed. The left on the top side, they are some very normal ones, and when you attempt them in exam, this is what we do not want to see. So if you make anything that resembles like this, which is already present in the environment right now or in your surroundings, that's very basic, right? Why should I hire a designer who's making things that are already there in the society? So when you look at designing a trophy or a memento, you need to work in the form of its shape, its theme, its color, its texture. For who are you giving it to? Is it for an old person to keep it at home? Is it for a kid to look at it and be happy about it or remember what he has earned? Is it representing something like Geneva Convention, or uh, some organize some Olympics, which is so big? If it is dealing with those things, then trophy and memento is a very important part of design. And that's why these kind of questions come in exam, because they are related to each field of NIFT. So question from accessory design will come, question from product design will come, matlab these kind of fields which are there, the questions are related to these kind of fields. And mostly your lifestyle and product accessory design, where they will ask you to make a bag, they'll ask you to make a space design, they'll ask you to make a memento trophy, a headgear, a shoe, maybe a futuristic product. So when you are trying to attempt these questions, remember that the person who will check this is a person who is teaching in the college, and that is what they expect from you. They are not expecting any kind of craft like origami or kirigami or folding nicely. No, they are expecting concepts that can apply for future. So try to work in that way. So this is the basic of things, like we always evolve from the present design. So anything that looks like this gets an average marking. Let's move to the next. Design elements of a memento or a trophy. The first is the shape or the form, which means what is your shape? Is it a square? Is it a pyramid? Is it a triangular? As you can see on the right, it is a shape of a feather, right? Or a leaf, sorry, a leaf. So you can see on the left how the ideation has been done for this form. 10 sketches have been made and then one has been chosen. Similarly, on the left, how basic, simple this shape looks. It's easy to make it, but it's a different kind of a shape. So when you start designing, the first thing you need to do is sketch the shape of your trophy or memento. See this kind of shape and form, if it is it's abstract, it has a lot of meaning. You need to sketch and draw what kind of color and what kind of theme it's going to represent. You make 1, 2, and then you move on to the model. So this kind of idea and shape and form has to be kept in mind when you start developing your design process or your design thinking for any kind of question that comes in NIFT exam. See this one. The person has sketched at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways of maybe the company's name started with an A, and this was a a trophy or a memento given for the employee, best employee maybe. And see the prototypes that okay, A can be here, A can be half here, A can be on top of other, A can be half, and then the final design has been selected. So the sketch and ideation part of any question that you attempt is very important. That's why I've collected these examples to show you how you can evolve. Don't just jump on to the model. पहला idea आया और वो बना दिया, like 100 other will make that, and you will not be unique. You will get average marks, average centers of NIFT. So try to look into this kind of process where you ideate and evolve. Again, sketching and ideation is very important, so try to do that of whichever shape you are choosing for your memento or trophy. Again, you can see, perspective view, top view, front view, side view, the detailings on the left side, how will it look, what will be the material. Imagine it's a prototype. Prototype means that it's a smaller version of the final product. NIFT situation test is nothing but a model and a prototype making exam. You need to make things from the materials given to you that will finally be developed. For example, you are making a prototype of a bag. Imagine if you give it to the tailor to make the bag, or a bag, bag maker, what all things are important for him to know. Those all things you will have to make. You will have to make its opening, closing. You will have to show its size. You will have to show the material that needs to be used. So try to work in this way. Imagine if you give this piece to a person who makes the trophy, a glass worker, he will be able to do it because he understands its height, its top, side, front view. He knows how it looks like. So try to work in this direction. The third important thing after your shape form, your sketch and ideation, comes your color and theme. You cannot use all kind of colors. Please, we are not first and second class students. Keep a theme, keep a color combination. I don't know about the new students who are here, but for our old students, we have all learned color theory. We all know cool colors, we know warm colors, we know which color is contrasting, which color goes with the theme. If it's an environment theme, I will use green, blue, these kind of colors. If it's a theme of spring, I will use bright colors. If it's a winter theme, I will use dark colors. So you cannot just put in any kind of color and you will feel that this looks so beautiful, aesthetic. No, the color and the theme of any kind of product that you design has to be kept in mind, and that's why you need to sketch everything beforehand so that you know okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, so you won't waste time in exam. Okay, see this one, how the Curse Gaming Trophy inspired from the dragon and how the color has been inspired and then it's made. See this one, this trophy for a factory that was selling honey, and they wanted to award a person who is most creative in the company and all, and they have inspired from that connections and honeycomb structure. So on the right you will see the mood board that has been inspiration for the left side of this trophy. The color has been keeping in mind, the theme has been keeping in mind, and that's how this is being designed. Let's move to this one. See this one, for a bowling tournament, for the winner, how color has been sketch. When you sketch, color it, see how it looks like. Does it look good in black, in yellow, or in purple, or pink, or red? Try that out and then go to the final thing. Do not jump on things because your model will end up looking average. Let's move to this again. So yes, sketching and all these things is important. If it's a royal look, if it's a minimal look, if it's a handicraft Indian village kind of a look, if it's a really royal or really elite kind of look, so you need to sketch these things. Even if it's for a student or for some innovation program, the use of bulb, the use of colors, the use of marble in the below keeps a really important part. Let's move to latest design examples. By this I mean that innovation has already happened. For example, remember the first slide I showed you where it's present design. That is what is in your head of a memento looks like this, a trophy looks like this. But let's see some things that are designed in today's time by people. This is a element of it's done for a rock company that does works with concrete and other kinds of materials on sustainability and environment friendly things, and see how the form has been created by adding a lot of different kinds of textures and materials. You can see there's paper clips, there's bamboo, there's this rough kind of sponge and material which has been used. So try to work in this direction if you're going for an abstract design, that this is how a memento for a company that serves environment or thinks about sustainable things will work like. It will be made from waste materials only, right? Paper mache and these kind of things. So you need to really understand what your theme is. um, See this one, this is for the left one of course for the AIDS awareness, and the right one is for Together Towards Zero. Like both are for AIDS awareness. Brandon McClarty is a company that designed trophies for all these UN, WHO organizations that do the event, and you can see in both that the theme was that how patients of AIDS come to zero, and Together Towards Zero represent that, and how beautifully it is represented on the top, how beautifully it is represented on the left model, as you can see. So you really need to work according to your presentation. You need to work on your concept, and then only you will be able to reach this kind of my object. Because if you are trying to make something which is in your head, like it will just break up or fall off. If you will only sketch, ideate, check it through and thorough, like check with me, check with your friends, check with whoever you are around it. Ma'am, is this fine? Ma'am, is that fine? You ask your parents, do you think this looks good, that looks better? Then only you will be able to move forward. Evaluating and criticizing is a very major role that comes in design thinking, where you really need to understand and accept if it's good, if it's not good, should I change it? So that kind of scenario, please try to add in your process whenever you work. See this one. So this one is designed for a chocolate company. So basically the wood and the glass represents that the wood is where the cocoa comes from, and glass looks very elite, and that's why they have used this kind of object or form or materials to give that kind of texture for a chocolate making company that represents cocoa and glass that melts with everything. So try to work in these kind of concepts, because that is what is happening now by future designers, and you need to take this level up. You will only be designing for the future, not for the back things. So keep that in mind. This one for a music karaoke company. See the form, see how it looks from the left side, top, front, how colors are chosen, how material is chosen, and how innovative this is. Let's move to this one again for a playback time music awards, and see the shape on the left and on the right, like both are good options to go with. This, if you see you know this one, it's made for those handicraft people that work for India, to give them a moment of as a remembrance. You can see how paper and handicraft, bamboo, these things are used, tassels to make the cows look good, the form looks good, and that's how it represented. So when you work in all kind of scenarios, like don't think that, oh, if I will do this, will it be wrong? If I'll do that, will it be wrong? Like, be confident in yourself, and you will be able to achieve these things. Anything is possible. Just remember that the shape, the form, the color, the theme has to come together. That's why when you choose a topic, go into it. If the if the memento is for a gamer, you need to know what a gamer would like, right? You need to know where will he put it. Will it hold it? Does it stand on the wall? Does it hang? Is it a badge? Is it a memento? Is it a trophy? what kind of colors he would like, what kind of elements would he like. If it's for a teacher, will she like it, more simple or more dramatic? Will she like lot of colors or a white simple color? So try to work in this kind of scenario where you think a lot about the question, because the question has hints, the question has keywords to do it. Okay, so before we move to this, guys, this session is about to end. Can you all just rejoin? Just click on the same link and rejoin. We'll continue. Just click on the same link and rejoin.